What's up, everybody? We are back with whiteboard workouts. This is like the most requested video from y'all, so I'm very excited to get into it. You are going to get old school Seth Feroce arm training. The shit that built my arms back in the day. I know that everybody is loving the hybrid athlete thing where I go back and forth between functional and fuckable and bodybuilder style. I'm just training like I like to train. Old school is what built my physique. People are wondering why I have such a foundation built with my body, why I look the way I do. Old man muscle is a real fucking thing, ladies and gentlemen. So if you young guys are like, man, how do I get like more vascularity? I see some young guys, dude, just muscle maturity, continuing to train and continuing to fucking push yourself. Remember, key in everything, don't be pussy. But we're gonna go through an old school Seth Feroce workout, my concept, my ideas behind it, and I'll give tips and tricks throughout the entire video about hand placement, why I'm putting something where I am, and we're gonna get into it. First of all, what all of you need to get into your fucking heads right now is if your arms suck, you have to prioritize them. You have to make them a priority. You can't just be like, yeah, I'm gonna go into the gym and I'm gonna do some curls with my bros. We're gonna do some push downs, some close grip bench. You know, you shoot the shit, because arm day is kind of like an easy day. Get that shit the fuck out of your head. Arm day has to be an onslaught. It should be the fucking day where you are fucking yourself as hard as possible. Like in the mirror, making eye contact like, fuck yeah, dude, I am fucking killing shit. You have to get into that set. It's like, you can't treat arm day like a pussy day and then treat leg day like a fucking savage. You have to treat arm day like a savage. You can't just be like, yeah, me and my boys, we're gonna do arms, you get a fucking pump. Because if your arm genetics suck, you're fucked to begin with. So we have to start beating genetics. We gotta start trying to beat God. And that is one hell of a fucking challenge, especially if you're like natty or like in the gray area like me. So it is a challenge to get through. It's like if you have shitty calves, but you can't just blame your genetics and be like, I got shitty arms. No, bitch, you gotta work. So get it in your fucking head that you are gonna make fucking ignorant sweet love to yourself. Fucking like, yeah, like you're in it. Like every fucking movement, you're connecting with yourself. That is arm day. That is bodybuilding. We are bodybuilders. We are thinking bodybuilder. We are living bodybuilder. We are not fucking power lifters. You're not getting 1 rep max on your fucking cambered curls. Fuck all that. We are not functional and fuckable. We are not CrossFit. We are not strongmen. We are fucking bodybuilding. So you gotta think like one. Don't think like a fat fuck. Don't think like the fucking easygoing, like, oh, I'm skinny, but I lift weights and eat peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. No, straight fucking bodybuilder. Not your fucking fat, distended, weird looking, awkward bodybuilder that's got big arms and big lats, but a fucking belly out to here. Fuck no. Okay? What I mean by that is we have to focus on the physique, the look. A cartoon character, if you will. That's what we're looking for. We want a physique where your fucking shoulders pop right off of your fucking neck, rounded traps, and then when you're standing there, you got fucking thick, meaty biceps, and your triceps just fucking poke out to the sides, and you're like, fuck yeah, dude. That's that making love shit to yourself. You want to look in the mirror and be like, fuck yeah, dude, this is killing shit. Bodybuilding, dude, that's what we are. We are thinking body like bodybuilders. We are bodybuilders, okay? So, in the head, dude, you gotta get into that mindset whenever you're into your training. No 1 rep max, fuck all that shit, okay? So, that means that our workout and philosophy in training, the philosophy of this has to be equivalent to what we want to look like. And it's not one fucking workout. It's not 1 month of doing arms. It's none of that shit. It takes time. Bodybuilding takes long periods of time, especially if you're not genetically gifted. And even if you are genetically fucking gifted, you're still gonna have to beat the motherfuckers that are genetically gifted and working harder than you and eating harder than you and doing everything more than you. So, mindset, motherfuckers. Blood flow, nutrient flow, growth. I didn't put don't be a pussy in there because that's just under fucking stood, okay? As bodybuilders, we have to focus on moving blood throughout our body. We have to focus on moving blood because that's how we're gonna move all the nutrients and swell up our muscles and fill them up and break them down and make them rounder and fuller the philosophy of the training, so that way we get the look that we want to achieve, okay? So all the food that you eat throughout the day, all the fluids that you're drinking throughout the day play a role in your performance, okay? We're not performance athletes, but we can't fucking suck in the gym. We have to perform at a high level and be able to last this whole workout, okay? Now, arm day doesn't take as much energy as a leg day or a back day. Why? Because it's smaller body parts. It's just the fucking way it is. So you can't eat like leg day on arm day. That's fucking stupid. That's how you get fat, okay? That's how you look like shit. And I'll get into supplements here after this, but why they're so important, why supplements are created the way they are, and why they're so fucking important for certain days, especially arm day, shoulder day, in my opinion. Because with all the technology, carbohydrate powders, pre-workouts, they are so vital during this type of training. I can't stress it enough. That is why I love them so much and why we designed the products the way they are. And we'll get into that here in a second. So, the workout. Now, for me, old school Seth workout, I start with hammer curls. Why do I start with hammer curls? Dumbbell hammer curls, they are going to help thicken the bicep. They are going to help with you, I'm looking in the mirror, they're gonna help with this stand here look like this, just looking fucking yoked. They're gonna thicken the bicep, okay? So when you're here, I'm gonna keep them like this. Now you'll get in, whenever we do them, I'll show you how I hold the dumbbell, and it does play a fucking role if your arm's stuck and you're trying to get as much as you can, because some motherfuckers can just do curls and like, yeah, I got bigger arms, pretty cool. I like it. Not everybody's fucking like that, especially if you're not on a bunch of sauce or you're not on sauce at all. So, hammer curls, love them. Huge fan of them. You can move some serious fucking weight with hammer curls too. So, whenever we're gonna do hammer curls today, I like to do 3 working sets. I'll do 2 warm-up sets and then 3 working sets. So I'll do 3 working sets and then I'll probably do 10, and then the last set, I'll do 6 by 12 by failure. So it's like a Seth set, but I want to do more, okay? So, again, the philosophy here, the reason being, heavier weight, pretty heavy fucking weight, drop set. Now, whenever we're doing the heavier weight, try and get thicker, get stronger. Then we drop down and start moving some blood. All the nutrients, all the food, all the supplements gonna play a role and swell that bitch up and get big as fuck and move some blood. Stretch the muscle fascia. Superset that with, same thing, I'll do 2 warm-up sets with Bar Pressdowns, and I'll probably do something like 12, last set 10, drop set to 20. Bar Pressdowns. Sweet love to yourself in the fucking mirror, dudes. Getting jammed. On this, what we were doing is we want to thicken the bicep. We're thickening the bicep, giving it that thick yoke look when you're just standing there. That's what's in our head, okay? That's what we're thinking of. Are we working other parts of the biceps? Yes, of course. Other parts of the arm, for sure. Forearms are getting worked, that's great. But main focus, thickening the bicep. Alternating this one here, okay? When I say this, we go hammer curl set, Bar press down set. Hammer curl, Bar press down. Hammer curl, Bar press down. Go back and forth between sets. Take a little bit of break in between, but we want to keep fucking moving. That's why you want to be able to make sure that you're fueled for this workout and not be a pussy and not be dumb and be hydrated. After that, we're working into alternating dumbbell curls here, and then a French curl over the head dumbbell extensions. These are like my favorite fucking tricep exercise from back in the day. Make big, thick, meaty fucking triceps with this exercise. It's like one of my all-time favorites from back in the day. Some people today on the internet and all you fucking dickheads will be like, oh, well, it's a dangerous exercise. Maybe you should go try ballet then, fruitcake. So, it's dangerous. Who gives a flying fuck? If it makes you big, do it, motherfucker. That's the name of this game. That's how it's supposed to work, remember? That's why other people are better than you, because they're willing to risk more than you were. Come on. So, alternating dumbbell curls with a French curl, it's over the head dumbbell extension. Here, if you don't have the ability to do this or you don't want to and you want to switch it up, I would also do straight bar curls here. Big straight bars in the squat rack. And then with that, I would do close grip bench press. So I go back and forth between those two. We're mass building because we have more energy at the beginning of the workout. We're moving some fucking weight. We're still pushing blood. We're using heavier weight with moderate to lower reps. And then also in there, in the same exact sequence of events, we're going to use some lighter weight, moderate weight with moderate to higher reps to push blood and move all those nutrients and stretch out the muscle fascia and give us that crazy look that we want. So alternating dumbbell curls, I'll probably end up doing, again, 3 working sets. And then here I'll probably do 10, 10, and then the last set I'll do 8. And again, I like doing the drop sets. So I'll probably do a Seth set, half the weight, double the reps. Over the head dumbbell extension, we'll do 3, I'll do 12, 10, 8. Now, after that, moving some weight, thick, meaty biceps, you'll see it occur, you'll see it happen as we're training. After that, for the third exercise, I like to do preacher curls. This is one of the all-time best concentration movements for biceps there is. You just have to fucking be careful because it's a great way to tear a bicep if you go too heavy. There, I said it. So now if we go too heavy, we gotta be careful with this. We gotta be mindful of not ripping something off of your body. So again, it goes from me saying don't be a pussy to also saying use your fucking head, okay? So whenever we get here, I love doing, if you don't have a preacher bench, I fucking love cable curls. We are bodybuilders, so we actually have to use free weights, machines, and cables. Come on. One is not better than the other. They all need to be utilized at the right time in the right place. So, preacher curls. I like to do them on the cables. I love cable preacher curls. If you don't have a preacher bench, I can show you a couple different variations of how you could do it. But we want to focus on the bicep. And whenever I'm doing them personally, for me, and my physique and what I did for myself with this, I focus on peaking. I focus on the peaks of the biceps. So if I'm set up, I'm like, fuck yeah. Squeeze the shit out of those motherfuckers because there's constant tension in a preacher curl with a cable. Constant tension. Squeeze that motherfucker at the top. Squeeze that motherfucker. And then if you're in the mirror making love to yourself, you'll be able to see the separation occurring between your bicep and your tricep. Okay? So here, I'd probably do 3 working sets. We'll do 3 working sets, and we're just gonna do straight sets and focus. Now the intensifier of this, notice there's intensifiers, each one. The drop sets, the Seth sets. How are we gonna intensify this and not just do straight sets? Because everybody's like, just do the preacher curls, do 3 sets of fucking 10. Whenever you're doing this and we do 3 sets of 10 or 12, 10, 10. You could do a drop set here if you wanted to. However, my thing is I want to focus on the movement the entire time, okay? If you have a training partner, now, right here, is a great time to get the eccentric movement. That slow on the way down, and then the help on the way back up, and the slow on the way down, help back up, and control on the way down. For these forced reps at the end of this exercise, okay? That's how I would use an intensifier on this exercise. I don't have a training partner here, so I'm gonna focus on the squeeze. At the top of these reps, I'm gonna use a moderate weight, because these are preacher curls and we don't wanna get hurt, and squeeze the ever-loving fuck out of my biceps at the top. Make that mind to muscle connection here. Same thing with the dips. And whenever you see me doing this, I'm progressively moving up the weight. I'm moving up the weight with this. So on the dip machine that we have over there, we'll be doing the dip machine, press downs. Okay, and again, on this, I'm gonna focus on the squeeze on this exercise. And since it's two-handed, we'll do some doubles, and then we'll drop the weight and do some singles. So you'll just see me do a ton. So these numbers here are actually fucking irrelevant. That's what I'm gonna use for in my head. about the number of reps I want to get with one hand, but then I'm going to do two hands. So I'm going to fucking drive down and pump my arm, squeeze on the tricep. Whenever I'm doing this, do you ever see guys when they're posing, they're like, okay, so when they're doing that, when I'm doing that exercise, that's what I'm envisioning. I'm envisioning that hitting this fucking pose down, and then you see people hit the fucking boom. That's the shit you gotta think of while you're doing it. We're fucking bodybuilders, okay? Press downs, dip machine, concentration curls, okay? So as we're building this workout, this physique, and hitting poses, dip machine, all coming together now. You're getting it. I love it. So focus on that as we're doing the exercise. That's that part where you gotta make fucking sweet love to yourself. That's whenever you like, if your fucking bros are fucking off in your head and you're not into it and you're trying to get better and you don't know why you're not progressing, it's because of that type of shit. Concentration curls with this, my favorite thing to do would just be doing the burnout. I said this in one of my videos previously. What I like to do is I'll just do concentration curls, either with a dumbbell, like this, like in pumping iron, when Arnold would just do the fucking concentration curls right there, okay? Or on the cable. Go back and forth, try out, see what works best for you. They both fucking work as long as you put everything you got into it. So whenever you're doing the concentration curls with the dumbbells, some people like to do them on their knee. Some people like to let them hang and sway a little bit and use some heavier weight and then get the controlled movement on the way down. This is a separation exercise. We're not building massive fucking arms. We already did that, okay? Now we're gonna start building the rest of it. We're gonna shape the physique, move more blood. So we'll go back and forth. And then after I go back and forth until with the burnout, I'll go back and forth. I'll do here, here, here. Just go back and forth until I can't fucking do anymore. Or I feel like that was enough. And then I'll go on the one-handed cable press downs. And I'll just go do this arm for 12, do this arm for 12. Do reverses for 12, do reverses for 12. Go back and forth until I feel like that was enough. And then I might go back and do more concentration curls, or I might go do more one-handed cable press downs. We are building a physique, ladies and gentlemen. We are bodybuilders. We are thinking bodybuilding. We are living bodybuilding. Bodybuilding. Old school. That's like, this is the type of shit and this concept built my physique. Did. I fucking love training. I hate dieting. I love my snacks. I'm a thick dude. I've been posting. I'm like thick boy classic. If that was the thing where you could be like a little thicker and still hit the vacuum and look cool, that'd be me. But training is my shit. It always has been. I love it to death. Dieting is my downfall. And even though I got into stupid, crazy conditioned shape, I hated every second of it. And now here, I probably do more cardio now than I did for some shows. But let's go get ready. All right, pre-workout. Like I said, fucking old school. Let them meaty forearms hang out. I don't know. It seems like a lot of old school shit's coming back though. Like a lot of I don't know. I'm waiting for the MC Hammer Pants to come back. I have one pair left. I'm lying, I probably don't. My mom probably threw them away. But anyway, okay, pre-workouts. So, again, thinking bodybuilder, okay? Now, on an arm day, we didn't take in as much nutrients as we would a leg day. Why? Because we don't have to expend fucking half of our body. So, on arm day, no fucking caffeine. Zero fucking caffeine pre-workout. I still have my coffee in the morning, but no caffeine pre-workout because caffeine is a vasoconstrictor. I want no stimulants in my body so I can get juicier than a motherfucker. That is arm day. We want to get fucking jammed. And we're going to talk about the game of inches here, ladies and gentlemen. So if we add anything to it to constrict our blood flow, what the fuck are you doing? Get that shit the fuck out of your head. Bodybuilding. So, pump pre-workouts. Hydraulic is my shit. This is I mean, I absolutely love the icy blue raspberry. It's probably one of the most flavorful hydraulics that we have. 2 scoops, full dick 'em, bro. Now, here's the next thing. Awesome flavor as well. This will always be king in my book, always. It is pretty cool to have all these here that you want. But okay, next, carbohydrate powder. Okay, so with your carbohydrate powder, the whole reason carbohydrate powders exist. Demo day. The whole reason that I created Demo Day this way, with everything in it that it has, is to mimic insulin as much as possible. It is not insulin, so don't fucking go spreading that shit. The goal was to mimic that feeling, mimic that concept, because we're bodybuilders. Blood flow, nutrient flow, growth. We want to swell our muscles up and push nutrients throughout our body. Hence hydraulic, it even says blood flow, nutrient flow, growth. The goal with the carbohydrate powder, this is a rapid glycogen loader. So it's going to push blood into the muscles. It's gonna push all the nutrients that you've been eating all day and these carbohydrates and drive them into your muscles, therefore giving you a nice, swelled, juicy look. Full scoop is 25 grams of carbohydrates. 25 grams of carbohydrates, if you're not in prep, is not going to fucking kill you. That's why making sure that this fits your macros for the day, so that right now we're able to take something like this that is going to help move all of the fucking food that we've been eating all day. And for this workout, for arms, be hydrated. We just took a bunch of products that love water. So if there's no water in your body, it's not gonna have the same effect. Bodybuilding, think bodybuilding. No caffeine, hydraulic, Demo Day. Carbohydrate powders, these are a beautiful product. This one in particular, 3 different carbohydrate sources: cluster dextrin, carb 10, and palatinose. But it also has Hydromax. All 3 of those, 4 of those, all of those products are designed to help you perform better in the gym. Do a good job. Let's get juicy. Okay, so hand placement on hammer curls. Everybody does hammer curls. You can either do them straight or across the body or whatever makes you feel good about yourself. I don't give a fuck about which makes you feel good about yourself. Growth, that is what we want. We're gonna demonstrate on the light ones right now. You can grab in a couple different places. You can grab down low, you can grab up high, or you can grab in the middle. So if you grab up high whenever you're pulling, understand that you're going to get a different pull than you would if you were all the way back. Because then you gotta bring it up more. And you'll feel more action in your forearm, and I personally think I'm able to get a better squeeze on my bicep as well. Whenever I'm up here, I'm able to move a little bit more weight. So as I get heavier, and as the set progresses, you'll see the dumbbell go from here, might start slipping out of my hands, or I'll personally move it all the way up here to get a different feel. You're like, well, which one's better? Well, we're gonna know as we progressively use these types of exercises and also experiment with them, but also take this pump cover off and see how juicy we look, which we'll do after this set. So that way, as we're doing it, we start making sweet love to ourselves. We're gonna hate fuck ourselves today, baby. So, we're in it. We wanna see it, and the only way is to watch. Because we may be egotistical fucks from staring at ourselves in the mirror all the time, but bitch, I want progress. That's what I'm looking for. Just let them rip. Now that we're nice and juicy, sweating our fucking balls off, it's like 95 degrees in here right now. Alternating dumbbell curls, focus, moving some weight, good squeezes, none of this shit, okay? You hang out. The second you engage your shoulder, you gotta understand your shoulder will take some of the weight. A little bit's okay. We wanna move some fucking weight, but we can't go, yeah, okay? None of that shit. Right here. In bodybuilding, partial reps matter. Negatives matter, okay? Partials matter. Just because it's not a full repetition does not mean you're a fucking pussy. We are building a physique. So let's build one. So whenever we're going to failure on something, make sure we're there. We get a good squeeze. Notice, engage. So this is where I want my curls. I can see it. That's what we want. Now, if you do go and you see me moving, I will move when I'm moving some weight, but I'm not up here. I'm not like, no. Again, everybody, you can do what you want. That's what I do. The French curl. It's old school exercise. I've seen people, like fitness gurus, say how bad it is for you. They're not wrong. It's hard on the joints. However, I mean, doing old school shit behind the neck presses years ago, like that's what I grew up on. Like in the gym when I was 13, 14, 15 years old, it was old school cats. So controlling the weight was the most important thing with a lot of those guys. And this exercise, it helped build my triceps. And whenever I tore my tricep, whenever I tore it, I had nightmares of never being able to do this exercise like I'm doing now with some heavier weight. I can though, thanks to Dr. Brisk. I was gonna say and growth hormone, but no. But this exercise, it's one of my favorite tricep exercises of all time. You'll see it online, get bashed, but fuck it. I love it. Stay in control of the weight. As long as you stay in control of the weight, you're gonna be good, dude. Blood flow, it's moving. See the importance of the fluids, the food, the supplements. You see it all happening. Just the stretch of all this shit, all the water, all the fucking blood pumping, pushing through the skin, stretching everything out. 3D, motherfuckers. Bodybuilding. Think like a bodybuilder. Act like a bodybuilder. Live like a bodybuilder. Train like a bodybuilder. Use your heads when we're doing this. You see it all occurring. Fullness. Roundness. Same. And as now, these next exercises we get into, you'll see starting to push for the separation. I mean, there's a fuckload of blood in there right now. You'll see everything. That's what we want to do now. When we move to weight, we're expending energy. I'm sweating like a pig, sweating out a lot of salt, sweating out a lot of vitamins and minerals. Now, I'm gonna start squeezing the fuck out of everything, pushing more blood. Can't go wrong with preacher curls for biceps. Again, like I said, you have to be mindful during this exercise so you don't fucking tear a bicep. There's so many fail videos on the internet that I can't stand watching. After tearing a tricep, it freaks me out, but I love cable curls. Constant tension, okay? You're able to push blood. When you think constant tension, think push blood. And that's what we've been doing this whole time. So you're able to use a little bit of weight. You're able to use it for concentration curls. Utilize cables. Don't be afraid of them. Don't act like they're not good. And when you're doing them, again, standing, great. I feel the constant tension, we know. We want constant tension, okay? Now, like I said, we could do a preacher curl. I have a preacher bench right here. I can go ahead and drag this bitch right over there, or right in there, and I can fucking, Now, if you're at a big time mainstream gym and you can't drag shit around, old school wise, like they used to just have the preacher bench itself like on a stand. It's super cool. Haven't seen one of them in years. Now, you've seen people on the internet, they'll use a bench right here and you can sit under it, okay? Don't look up my pant leg. Damn it, Seth. Drag back, drag the bench back and you'll be right here. We are removing any other body parts from this. We are focusing strictly on the biceps, okay? That's why preacher curls are so awesome. We're restricting the movement of the shoulder and the elbows and focusing on squeezing the fuck out of our biceps. Control on the way down, squeeze. Control on the way down, squeeze. That squeeze and that negative are the intensifiers of this exercise. Now, on here as we get down, and I can't get a full fucking squeeze on these bitches. I'm gonna go for partials now. Just gonna get it up as far as I can. That's what she said, huh? Intensifiers. Another variation of the cable preacher curl without a preacher bench. Fucking like MacGyver over here. I used to do this whenever I was young. I would lean back like this because I'm fucking flexible, functional, and fuckable. Use your knees to keep your elbows sturdy. Now you're probably like, why don't you just stand up and do them? Listen, bitch, you can do that. I'm just giving you options. Because some of you motherfuckers lie to yourselves on a regular basis. I used to at certain times as well. Need to make sure that we are doing everything possible for you to have options for your shit to grow. Not just to do what makes you feel good, okay? And again, that's that part where you're looking at the mirror. Fucking make eye contact with yourself. Making fucking ignorant hate fuck love to yourself. Getting pumped up and seeing what's working. and being like, you know what, as part of the instinctive training, as you get more mature and into this, you'll be able to be like, ah, fuck that exercise, I ain't feeling shit from it. And then be like, I'm gonna move on to something, feel it, and again, not just for your ego and not just for yourself, but also for the benefit of the way you look. Like right now, based on what we're doing, I'm fucking pumped. I'm feeling my shit. I'm loving it. The triceps, 7, there it is in the shoulder. Triceps are fucking jammed, the lateral head, the long head, the medial head. Everything's fucking juicy. Biceps are nice and full. My plan is working. Again, this is what built my physique the way it is, so it fucking better be, Seth. But again, that's what we're doing. That's why we're making eye contact with ourselves and looking at ourselves, seeing what we can improve on. How could you be better? Man, I can see that the fucking the blood flow from the hammer curls are still into effect just from the thickness and how my bicep is stretched. I feel it. So, last exercises, the burnouts, concentration curls, and one-arm press downs. So what I'll do is I will go back and forth with concentration curls, one arm then the other until I can't go no more, and then I'll move on to the press downs. Again, like I said, going fucking this arm, reverse grip this arm, reverse grip this arm, some press downs with this arm, press downs with that, push downs I mean. And go back and forth. And then I might come back and do it. Now, concentration curls. You can do dumbbells or you can do cables. It's up to you. I'm gonna try out dumbbells first and do my cable press downs, but I might do some cables as well. This is your workout, remember. Like as you've gone through this workout and you fucking hate fucked yourself or made sweet love or whatever you want to do, you should be watching your physique change and go through this process and make sure that everything worked. So now, as this has gone on, you're gonna trial different things to see what works even better. That's what bodybuilding is finding out your physique, because there are so many different physiques in bodybuilding that we all love to appreciate, and you wanna become one of them. Even in your gym, not even on stage, but whenever someone sees you make some fucking gains, I'm like, fuck yeah, bro, doing some work. You love that compliment, and I personally love giving it because I can see whenever people put in work. So that's what we're doing for ourselves. Focused in the game. Your own spot, I think so will help. And that, everyone, is your arm day. I love this shit. Every time I do it, I fucking remember how much I love it. And it'll always have a very special place in my heart. I can't help but get excited and fucking, that's the other thing. Like, share, subscribe. Comment, get the fucking algorithm moving with this. We need more young men having this mentality, this fucking savage, intense, personal fucking care, mental health, men's mental health, like fuck shit up and feel good about yourself. More people need this. More young men need this. So get this fucker kicking. I love it. We're making a ton of videos. We actually have built a phenomenal content team here, and I am fucking stupid excited. So, like, share, subscribe, comment. Let's get this bitch pumping. More young men need to see it. More people need to fucking feel this energy. Get swole, ladies and gentlemen. Don't forget, be a good motherfucker. Slap the old lady on the ass, let her know you love her. Good dick days, all the fun stuff.